All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's been a couple days since I took the Shelby out. We just been given the 99 nothing but love, man. New wheels, new tires, new look. I think it's been like 4 or 5 days since I took this car out, so we are gonna go ahead, run some errands. It is Sunday, and that means I'm out of groceries, and we need to get some groceries because I literally use everything. I exhaust all my food so I don't waste nothing. So let's go ahead, get a cold start. Clearly like 10 minutes ago. I was waiting for the fella to come pick them up so I can go ahead and go run groceries. Funny thing is, the fella that bought them, he's actually bought quite a few things for me. The old Rovos wheels I had on the white car. I think he bought tires I had in the white car as well. And I think some other stuff he's bought for me. So, Pressure, doing business with you, brother. Always comes through and fast, which I do like. All right, hope you guys are having a great rest of your day, start your day, whatever time it may be. We're headed off to the store, man. Figured I'd jump in the Shelby and record because I think it's been like a week since I've recorded in this car. And the weather's about to get really, really bad too. Like I'm talking about like 20-degree weather. And obviously, I'm not taking this car out with the Mickey Thompsons on the rear in 20-degree weather. The 19s is just gonna be way too sketch, but it's gonna be a good opportunity to test out the Toyo Proxy TQs to see how those actually do perform in the colder weather. Now, obviously, we just put on some lighter RPF1 wheels on the 99, and we are getting some cold weather, which means insane DA. Out here in Houston, it's literally gonna be like nitrous in the air. So within the next couple of days, I will be going ahead and dragging the car. I need to do the oil change and change the oil on the blower. I still haven't done that yet, but obviously I'm not beating on the car, so I'm not too worried about it. But we're gonna get that done, and then I believe within the next couple of uploads, maybe the next 2 to 3 uploads, will be the updated draggy times for that car. I'm actually gonna get that car weighed too, just so I can have an idea on how much weight savings those RPF1s do make, because that car, when I took those old wheels off the Celine SC replicas, man, those are like boat anchors, man. They had to be at least like 60 pounds in the rear, maybe like 40 something, high 40s in the front. They were heavy as hell, so I can't imagine the weight savings that we accomplished with the RPF1s. That car theoretically should pick up, not like a lot of time, or I should say not really pick up. It should drop a lot of time, but what am I saying? It shouldn't drop too much time, but I think it's probably gonna shave maybe, I don't know, maybe 0.2 of a second off, which would actually be kind of right on the money if my math is correct with the weight. I don't know why we got all this traffic on Sunday. Oh, buddy. If that car can run like a 6.7 or better, I'm gonna say right now 6.7 or better, but in all reality, at the worst, because if it spins, it ain't gonna run that. I know that for a fact. But let's just say it runs like a 6.8 and I notice it's spinning. I'm not gonna upgrade the supercharger on it, at least not right now. I'm gonna leave it alone because that's quick enough for me for what that setup is, and it's just a good spot for that car to be at, especially considering the fact that it is on, you know, regular wheels and, you know, a tire that is not necessarily aggressive. I don't know, would you really consider the Nitto E85 R2s aggressive? I don't know. I really wouldn't consider it aggressive. I really wouldn't even consider the Mickey Thompson ET Street SS's aggressive. They're just not the best tires to be driving on when it is cold outside, and obviously, you know, inclement, you know, weather conditions and road conditions as well. Because when it gets cold, I mean, shit, dude, roads are kind of sketch. They are kind of putting salt down, I think, or they're putting something down on these damn roads these next couple days I saw, to kind of make it a little bit safer. Because like Texas literally like shuts down when it gets like below freezing, so we'll see what's going on. Let's go ahead and put on the loud mode. Oh yeah, my engine oil is like not even up to temp, nowhere near up to temp. Damn, it's cool outside. Love that sound, man. Ooh, nice little Genesis up there. Put this car on the back like usual, because I do not trust motherfuckers up here. And every time I jump in the S550, it's so much different. I love the raw feel, the new edge, don't get me wrong, but just the comfort of the S550 is really nice too. Really, really nice. Got little backfires too. Ba 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 ba. All right, let's park this bad baby up, bad old girl up, and I will catch y'all when I get back from the store.
A few moments later.
All right, we got the groceries. Who said a GT350 can't be the grocery getter? I think honestly I get groceries in this car more than I get the 99, because obviously, you know, I only drive this car a couple times a week depending on what's going on, and you know, obviously with it being kind of cold out, me be on the Mickeys, it's not really a smart decision. Oh man. Whew. Now, let me know in the comment section, man, if you guys be eating healthy, because so far this year, actually no, I take that back. This year, I started off strong, but then like I kind of fell into like a bad loop last week. But most important thing is you kind of realize when you're in a bad loop and a bad cycle that you get out of it. So this time I laid off on getting sweets. I'm getting healthier foods, you know, chicken, rice, and I'm gonna start cooking some more, man, because like this last week, man, dude, like it's been bad. Just have not been eating healthy whatsoever. A lot of fast food. I deleted DoorDash because if I get hungry at like, you know, midnight, I always DoorDash something. Done with that. Whew. Gotta love the way the Shelby sounds, man. Cart right there, what the hell? Exhaust leak on my driver's side head. I don't know what the hell. I'm hearing like a tss. I don't know if I'm tripping. I hope I don't have an exhaust leak. I shouldn't. Shit, these headers are not even a year old. Hell, they're not even 8 months old. Well, at this point, yeah, probably actually. But it's not like I'd be driving the car hard like at all, really. Touchy clutch, man. I almost went ahead and stalled the car out, and that's hard to do in these newer Mustangs. Whew. The tires at 27 psi. Just the past month they've dropped 2 psi. Probably due to the cold weather and shit, and me just having the car sitting. turn right there. Oh, GTR. Mustang. Actually, I don't know who that is, but I can tell unpainted Cervini Stalker hood. That actually looks really good, I ain't gonna lie. Back at the casa. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was just a chill POV drive. Now, for the next couple of days, we are going to be testing out the 99 like I said. I also want to go ahead and take the car to the track so I can secure that 10-second pass. Hopefully it runs like a mid-10 because, you know, Ricer math, just going off the 60 to 130 times, it's a 10-second car. If it's not a 10-second car, that means I can't drive or the clutch slips or something like that. But hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully clock off a 10-second pass within the first 3 runs. Realistically, you should run it, you know, the first run without even trying. So we'll see. I ain't gonna take the Shelby because ain't no point. Don't really care what it runs at the track. Probably runs at 11 or something like that. High 11, hell, might be a low 12, but in all reality, it's an NA car. I don't care. So if you guys enjoy, feel free, drop a like in the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.